Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. For some of us who do not know the latest update on Nnamdi Kanu's case, the lead counsel Ifeanyi Ejiofor have that's the lead counsel of Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, have decided to give update, and it's leading with so much. He spoke on the status of Nnamdi Kanu, if they have seen him or not, and what they have decided to do concerning the issue of the DSS and the court order and the enforcement of the court order in favor of Nnamdi Kanu. And his write-up is laden with so much words of wisdom and advice and warning as well for those of us who have been following very closely. Is talking to the supporters of Biafra, the lovers of Nnamdi Kanu, lovers of freedom, and those also criticizing their movement, criticizing where they are. He has a lot to say, and he's also talking to the DSS where they are at this point and their next move, and he's telling the whole world what is it to be expected from them. But before we go to the full news proper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Okay, right, let's go straight into the news of the day. Well, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor's update says that Form 48, Notice of Consequences of Disobedience to Court Order, filed on account of the refusal of the State Security Services to allow us access to our client Nnamdi Kanu. A judicial process towards compelling the Director General of the State Security Services, that's DSS, obedience to the positive order of court has been activated. There must be consequences for flouting a court order. It is our right as lawyers to visit our client wherever he is kept, and that constitutional right has further been fortified by the order made by His Lordship Honorable Justice Ejiofor, allowing us access to our client, that's Nnamdi Kanu. We shall and must certainly visit and see our client, Nnamdi Kanu, otherwise you let him off the hook and hand him over to us. We are law-abiding citizens and shall be seen at all times to operate within the ambits and dictates of the law. This is why we are back to explore judicial remedies available to us in the circumstance of this gross violation of a subsisting court order by the Department of State Security Services. I want to appeal to all and sundry that in as much as we are in charge of this case, we should be given the benefit of doubt and allowed to take advantage of the law now tilting in our favor. We have passed through this hurdle in 2015 and successfully but victoriously scaled through. This path is no longer a strange route. We are very much familiar with it. May we use this opportunity to advise those helplings obviously engaged by distractors of our client, Nnamdi Kanu, to be writing unprintable things on our social media platforms to desist forthwith. We further call on all the supporters and lovers of Nnamdi Kanu to continue being the law-abiding citizens they have always been. This period calls for your understanding and prayers. We have never failed in our duty to act proactively where necessary. Engage in constructive criticism. If you must criticize, it is welcomed, but let it be constructive criticism. We shall keep on updating the world as we progress, but be assured that this one too shall definitely pass. We are firmly on ground, monitoring every situation as it plays out here, and shall not hesitate to raise alarm where necessary. Thank you and remain blessed. Signed by his lawyer, that's his lead legal counsel, lawyer Ejiofor. I'll take that signature. Ejiofor Ifeanyi Esquire, Nnamdi Kanu's lead counsel at Ejiofor Bar. Now that is for those of us who have been following the news. That's coming from his lead lawyer, lead legal counsel, trying to tell everyone, please remain calm According to him, the law is already tilting to in their favor. The law is already dancing in their favor. And he said that this particular route they are playing, they've been through it before, so it's a familiar terrain. And that no one should do anything that would cause the image to go south. He said those who are criticizing that, if in as much as it's constructive criticism, it is very much welcome. But doing anything that will make it look as if they're not law abiding, or that the whole movement is not law abiding, he believes it's a distraction. And said those who come to write all sorts on their social media platform, they should henceforth desist. He said, but there's something he said that caught our attention. It's the fact that he said that now, whether the DSS likes it or yes, that they will see their client, or else they should let him off the hook. Which means, even though it is their right legally to be able to see their clients as at when due, but there's also an enforcement, there's also a court order enforcing that right even much more. Which means they are going through the judiciary the proper way. They want to exhaust all judicial remedies to ensure that their client is properly taken care of and adhered to. Don't also forget that there's this issue of consular assistance also coming from the United Kingdom. That has been, even though there have been one or two words have been said concerning it, but it has been dancing up, down, up, down. No one really know the true status. While they speak, the consular is also speaking. But for the now, they are concentrating on the fact that they ought to see their client. And the way the bar is sounding, there's a bar say Ejiofor. I just hope that there's also not a resistance for him not to see his client, because the way he's saying it is making it look as if, from his write up, it's making it look as if it looks like they still seem to be not adhering to the law, or to the order of them seeing their client. And he's saying that if they say they want this court case to move faster, because I noticed that they are the one following up very seriously, trying to get fiat where necessary, so that this whole issue of this court case could be heard very quickly. And if there's anything that is delaying it, they want to remove it, expunge it from their pathway, so that they can get what they're looking for. So if for any reason the DSS are somehow having that delaying tactics, these guys look as if they are going to go through the court again and use the measures they have within them. And that quickly reminds us of what Omoyele Sowore went through to during his time, and that at some point Falana, the senior advocate of Nigeria, had to make it public that look, he needs to say his clients is within his jurisdictions. And as I get, they're already familiar with the terrain, but they're also pleading, with all the lovers of freedom, they should please be patient. All right, if you want to constructively criticize them, that is welcome, but please, you should not go spilling rubbish or spilling all sorts on their page, because honestly they are working tirelessly and they will not sleep or rest until they get the right justice is served. I guess that's, we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take?